grandma told me about, is it your grandpa?
My grandpa, yeah. Your great-grandpa.
My great-grandpa, called Harry Caleb Carter. He was a surveyor, but his company built the railway across Victoria Falls. This is his wife, called Ethel Maud Marsland. Also, there's another picture. It's we think it could be Ethel Maud Marsland going across the falls before the bridge was built on a kind of zip line thing.
That is my great granddad, and this is my great granny, who they both died in the Boxer uprising in China in the 9th of August 1900.
They were dragged from a cart and beheaded.
This is Benjamin Dixon, who is CBE for being a Royal Naval Surgeon, who was on HMS Ken.
Yeah, on my mum's side of the family, on my mum's dad, he's here, next to his wife. We think that we're related to Ella Fitzgerald.
And it's all on Cameron's mum's dad's side, his granddad's side, who died a year or two ago. So what we've gathered from all the evidence that we've had is that his granddad's mother, Rebecca Powys, had an auntie called Katie, and her brother John Fitzgerald, left Jamaica and went to America, and we're told that he is the father of Ella Fitzgerald.
And my dad got this thing on his finger.
Mrs. Thatcher had it as well, I understand. What happens is that the finger eventually bends all the way down to the end as you get older. And this could only have been introduced, we now understand, into people in Britain by the Vikings.
I'm Amy Sell and I work for findmypast.co.uk, and I've been helping Oscar here find his link to Adolf Hitler.
Well, we just found this thing online. It's a 1911.
1911
census.
That's right. So this is Adolf Hitler's half-brother here.
And
what can you see underneath
it? Anton Hitler. And here is somebody written, but it's been crossed out, but you can see that the name crossed out is the name Dowling, which is my name.
And what's her first name down as?
Sissy.
Sissy.
Yeah, it's Sissy Dowling. My mum she's alright about it because it's not really her family, but my dad, he's not convinced. I don't think it's changed much about me, because I mean, it's not got much to do with me.
On my adopted grandma's side, her brother, my great uncle, in Denmark has the license for Tintin and a few other Disney characters, and also about the way people, both my grandfathers have both left and completely gone, but they're both still alive, I think. My mum had most of my mum's family had a quite close connection to my granddad, who actually played for Hearts in Scotland, and he was a professional player in the first team, I believe, quite a while ago, and we still have some of his old trophies, but he died of brain cancer or something to do with tumours in his brain. Before I just thought, oh, they're just other relatives that I only see once or twice a year. But now I can be quite proud to say some of the accomplishments they've made.
Well, that's one generation, and then there's another generation, and I think there's 4 generations in that photograph, because there's Arthur, then there's his father, then there's Arthur's father's
So that's
father.
your great-grandfather?
Yeah, and then that's my great-great-grandfather, and that's my great-great-great-grandfather, and that's my great-great-great-great-grandmother. My great-grandfather Arthur, he was a solicitor that founded the YHA, and there is actually him on film with his dog, and when they're trying to publicise the YHA, but we watched a programme about it.
Was it BBC4 about
for BBC4,
the YHA? And
about the YHA, and he was in that, and it says starring Arthur Russell and his dog. Yeah, I have actually. I found it really interesting because it's opened kind of so many new things that I never knew about before.
And I think it's really, really important for family members to understand their background, because it helps them shape the person that they are.
Just telling him we'd be doing this at school and stuff, and I said it's run by the man who is in charge of Who Do You Think You Are? And he was like, oh, Nick Barrett? Oh, I know Nick. I used to teach him history.